Anthony Thomas, Citizens for a Better Fort Myers Government Chairman, Fort Myers resident. This race has been categorized in the media as a David versus Goliath type of race.
And who was who?
I don't know.
Okay.
The question I have is, if you could take a minute and a half maybe and tell us why you think you should be elected over your opponent and why you have a better vision.
Right. I have simply pointed out when this question gets asked to us frequently, if you look at a person's background and you try to judge from that what type of a public official he's going to be. I have both a business, private sector background. As a young man, I started my own insurance agency. My wife was a school teacher. We lived on her $4,600 annual salary. We did that for 2 years. I never took a dime out of my little company as it was growing. We built that into a little company of 18 employees. I know what it means to write those salary checks on a Friday and be a responsible businessman. I know what economic development's all about. I know what meeting health insurance requirements and retirement and all that sort of thing. And then off and on over the years, starting back in '74, I have served in the political arena, and I know how that game is played both in Tallahassee and here. And in addition to the county commission, I've also been privileged to be appointed by the governor to fill a vacancy on the Lee Memorial Hospital Board for 2 years, and also served on the very important South Florida Water Management District Board that plays such a critical role in the health of our ecosystem around here. The private sector and the public sector experience, I think, sets the difference between myself and my opponent. Thank you.
I think he brings up a very valid point, what he just said, the private sector and public. I have both. But I haven't been doing it for a half a century, practically. Okay? The Lee County Commission seat, this is a full-time job. It'll be a full-time job for me. Parenting, everybody does parenting. I won't be a roofer anymore. We need local representation. We need local full-time representation, not only Lehigh, but especially Lee County. This was supposed to be a 90-minute forum. It's cut down to 30 minutes now. That's the usual. If you're going to be in this chair, it's a full-time job. You've got to be willing, I'm going to say this respectfully, to work Ray-Judah hours. All my life, I've left the house at dark and I've come home at dark. That's the way I work. I put my hands on things. I work and I mentor and I mold and I keep working at things. That boots on the street philosophy in public safety. Fire commission, I was the same way. There's two types of commissioners. The ones that walk in 5 minutes and they're the last to get there and they're the first to leave. And then there's guys like me that set the agenda, that I'm on the agenda, that I make time to meet with people. I'm the last to leave. I shut the lights off on my way out. That's the vision I have for Southwest Florida. That's the vision I have for Lehigh that we've never had for Lehigh. And 131 square miles of our tax base is gone. So the Bonita folks and the Town and River folks are carrying Lehigh. There is no argument there. It is what it is. To go from having a $40 million budget on the Fire Commission Board and be able to lower the millage rate twice because we didn't need $40 million to go where the community's running in the red. They're on an Obama grant right now to keep firefighters on the streets. They're in the red. No matter what, whether they got the stimulus package or not, they're running in the red. The community a hub of a community is the church and public safety. And they can't even provide public safety for their folks. We've got to have a better vision, and we've got to have a better working commissioner. That's what sets us apart. I'm not going to be a commercial developer or an entrepreneur or anything. I'm going to be a commissioner, not a politician. Thank you.